about it if Nintendo and Sony did create the port for the Nintendo 64? Find out today. Hey, what's up, you brawlers?
I'm TJ.
I'm Brawl.
And we have a what if series to start today with video which we both know a bit about.
Whether Sony and Nintendo would have created two separate companies if they stayed together. Wow. Such English.
Care to explain?
So, when they were making the Nintendo 64, they introduced Sony to try and improve it, like power-wise and stuff like that. But they only would do it if they could use CDs, because they didn't think cartridges would be the future. Throw it over to you.
And that, however, didn't turn out to be a good idea, because then Nintendo said that cartridges were the future still, and CDs were practically going to die out, even though they've just been introduced practically at that time.
Yeah, it was in the beginning of it.
Yeah, so that would have probably... So, if that didn't happen, and Nintendo were like, hey, CDs are the future, CD-ROMs, then we would have had a very alternate future, practically.
Yeah.
For gaming.
So,
not everything else.
Yeah. So, it only affect gaming, really. Just everything about it.
Yeah.
So, if you'd like...
You start?
Okay. So, first of all, there would be... I'm just going to start off with this point. There'd be less competition in general. So, pretty much, there'd only be two main gaming companies. Xbox and what we're calling Playtendo.
Nintendo.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I found something at Lego.
Okay. Anyway, so there would be less competition, meaning potentially more exclusives in general.
Gosh, darn it.
To try and get your monies.
And I also think that Playtendo would have got a lot more games like all together, because with PlayStation you're getting a lot more like exclusive with like shoot 'em up and all that, whereas Wii U you barely get any shooting games like
Other than Splatoon.
Yeah, but that isn't really violent.
It is...
And you had Zombie U.
Yeah, Zombie U.
That's going to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and PC.
Yeah.
Meaning that Wii U would have probably got some more shooting games.
Yep.
And we would have got more either racing games, platforming games. You would have got more racing games.
Yeah. There'd be just more games to go around.
More variations.
I feel like with that, they'd get... There'd either be one end or the other end of the scale. Either they'd have hardly any exclusives or be solely exclusives, which would be like how the Wii U is now, because Nintendo's controlling sometimes. But, yeah, I feel like the handheld market would be completely different too.
Yeah, because if you don't know, Sony have had the PSP and PS Vita, many different variations of each, and we've had Game
Nintendo.
Boy. Yeah.
You said Wii U.
Yeah, Wii U has had Nintendo.
Nintendo. So there's the Game Boy Advance, the DS, the DSi, the 3DS, 3DS XL, the new 3DS, the new 3DS XL, and the Wii U gamepad, if you count that, which I do.
And Game Boy Advance SP.
And the Game Boy Color. There are many, many, many variants, and I feel like they'd just be more powerful if they were working together, because if you look at the PS Vita, for example, it can really
link.
Yeah, it can link up and play PlayStation 4 games pretty much.
Yeah.
Or you can use it as like a controller or something.
And right now the handheld market isn't really that big, so to say, just because with mobile games and all that, people are starting to go more on their phones and that.
Yep.
But that would have all changed if Playtendo happened, because then the PS Vita, if they ever made that, or 3DS, would have had much bigger games. People would have been more interested in there, so they would be making more. I don't know how they could have made more, Or they could have made less and made more games, which would appeal more people.
And here's something you can think about. What if they worked together, but they weren't a console, like producers of consoles? What if they produced games instead for things like the Xbox?
That, like, for me, don't take any offence, people. That would have been a grim future, just because Bill Gates would have the power over the gaming industry.
Not necessarily,
Well,
because
if he had the PC still and the
thing
Xbox,
is,
then Playtendo are making games for them.
But then, if you think about it,
And he could have brought that.
when this would allow more room for more ideas within the market.
Yeah, it could have made a whole new console.
Like the Apple game console, that flopped. Maybe that would... You're getting further and further away from me. Maybe that wouldn't have flopped as hard. I've not got any more points, have you?
Sum up?
Sum up. The gaming industry would be flipped on its head.
2 things that could have happened. 2. Now, one of them is, like we just said previously, they would have maybe not made consoles, but games, rather, and then new consoles could be made, so whole different market there. Or
we could
the other point.
What? Minecraft on the Wii U.
Playtendo.
Playtendo.
Consoles.
Yeah, Playtendo.
You want me to explain it because you've just like drummed out now.
Yep.
You've zoned out. Or the other variation is that Playtendo does make consoles like now, and more people go to that. Maybe less for Xbox because PS4 and Wii U could have been getting more games. Could even play PS4 games on your Wii U or the other way round.
What if the Wii U and the PlayStation 4 never existed, but there was only one? There was the Play U.
The Play U.
Or the Wii 4.
Then Zombie U isn't changing consoles.
Exactly, yay. So I feel like we're going to end it there.
Yeah.
And the What If series will continue with
like
other
our
games.
logo, people?
Yeah.
Peeps. Peepage.
Yeah. Get a picture of that.
Dink.
But yeah. So, like, comment, subscribe on this video.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for another one in the near future.
Yes. Also, you've got some news on Journey to Awesomeness.
Oh, yeah. All my data, fortunately, well, practically I'm just going to say it's corrupted. I mean, we lost everything that we've done for the past 2.5 hours. We've encountered that. And so, I'm now going on to creative and building what I'd got through on the exact same point on the map. Going to build where we got up to in the house and just a little bit further, like just the floor. And I'm not gonna give myself like diamond sword and all that, but I'm gonna
redo everything you had.
Yeah, and hopefully that will be better. And I'm going on to a new theme on that world, which natural, don't hate it, not the normal natural, and a new skin pack for me.
Okay, so yeah, like, comment, subscribe, check out Journey to Awesomeness, and yeah, so
see you guys in the near future.
Bye.
Peace.